It's our first time playing Windflowers here on Ludi. So we didn't get to choose. It says pick between a rule set. We didn't get to choose between a rule set. So I would guess it's the first one, but they seem pretty similar enough that. Well, we'll just. Alright, so rules. Choose between two versions. Either place the most stones or form the largest group. Ties are broken by relying on a cascading comparison of largest groups with a standard choice of breaking the tie in favor of the underdog. The board starts empty. Players take turns.
I guess that's whoever's losing at the final.
Yeah, it says players take turns in sequence. Passing is allowed. The game ends when all players have passed in succession. On a turn, the mover either 1. Places a stone on an empty site, or 2. Replaces an opponent's stone with their own. But replacing a stone is only allowed when there are more stones around that site of the captured stone's color than there are of the mover's own color. Note, on boards with diagonally adjacent stones are part of the count used to allow or disallow capture. At the end of the game, players count all their stones, or count the stones in their largest group, depending on the goal. Which stones belong to a given group are determined by orthogonal connections. In the case of a tie between the leading players, each pair of those players compares the size of the largest remaining group after any tied pairs have been removed. This difference is added to the score of the players of the largest group in that pairing, or to the score of the player in that pairing. In the case of underdog tiebreaking, the winner of the game is decided by these amended scores. Ties may still remain. Also, ties between non-leading players are still resolved. Okay. So we're either trying to place the most stones or form the largest group. I'd say just go for both.
So would you say most connected stones and the largest group?
Yeah, we can get a. If one of us gets the largest group and one of us gets the most stones, we can call it a tie. That's not the case.
Breaking is the tie in favor of the underdog.
No, that's not the actual case. I was just saying, like, we don't know which rule set we're going for. Okay. So you can place a stone on an empty site or replace a stone, and it says, but replacing a stone is only allowed when there are more stones around that site of the captured stone's color than there are of the mover's own color. So if I wanted to capture yours piece would have to be surrounded by more of your own color than my color. Yep. All right.
We're surrounded by. That makes sense.
Look at that big one.
I'm enjoying the colors on the board.
Yeah, it's a cool board. So I'm wondering if, should I not surround my own with my own? Because then you just capture it? Sounds like a reasonable. I don't know.
So what's been going on in the world? Been a while.
Not much. Yeah. I mean, getting ready for the cabin trip at the end of the month.
How you having a white day?
Yeah. So just doing a lot of work.
Yeah.
Kind of make up for that. Yeah, I've been doing better about doing stuff outside of work. There was
Nice.
a time at the beginning of the year where it's a little harder to do stuff outside of work. But yeah, so doing more music stuff. Yeah, definitely doing more music stuff. Just need to. I've been building up on songs that haven't been finished, so I've been getting a lot done. That
Cool. Nice. Yeah, I've just been swamped with work these past 2 weeks, just because it's
yeah.
end of the semester, right? But it's like I went ahead and went through all of my papers today,
Nice.
so I'll have more time. It's just like I'm in the middle of some professional development as well. But I sent those tracks to Trey.
Nice. How many of it was there?
I just sent those 3 ambient ones.
Nice.
And then I have some other ones that I need to go through and like finish erasing some of the stuff.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, I did not mean to put that piece down. What I am curious about is what the fuck just happened?
I captured one of your pieces for the first time.
How?
Just
by playing on the opposite side.
No, I played on top, and it just gave me like. So yeah, I'll read that one rule again. But replacing stone is only allowed when there are more stones around that site of the captured stone's color than there are of the mover zone color. So it just showed me like a blue dot around one of your pieces.
Right. Huh. How about that?
That's what I was wondering, because like if I started capturing more, then mine would be
Yeah.
vulnerable, and I was wondering if it was just gonna go like back and forth at a point. Uh-oh. And I guess maybe a capture is a point, because I don't know how the points are adding up right now. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, I haven't even really been paying attention, honestly.
God damn it. Maybe it's the most stones.
It could be, yeah.
Because I don't know why we both have 8. I have 7 and you have 8, but it wouldn't be largest group if we both have 8. I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah.
So, most stones would be the goal for now.
So I've been reading essays, final essays.
Nice.
It's like a pretty standard, like set of questions. And a kid started his essay by saying, "Have you ever fell in a shit pool?" What are you doing, dog?
I've been looking for a collection of short sci-fi stories.
Oh, I definitely have some suggestions for you.
Yes.
I guess it somewhat depends on like what sort of what direction of sci-fi, but
Yeah. Yeah, so it's not largest group, because that would have deconnected your groups and made my group. But you're still winning, so 1, 2. Yeah. Yeah, 9 and 10. So that's how many stones we have each. Yeah, I'm sure I've made some pretty bad moves on this one, but I really like the idea of this game.
yeah, definitely. It's a fun one to play.
I've
Can we get
probably more just walked
action?
into captures, yeah.
Yeah, I still don't really understand, honestly. I'm still just kind of doing what I think would be best. Like I'm not. Could you explain one more time? I'm trying to get to.
Yeah.
Like what
Replacing a stone
constitutes?
is only allowed. So for me, replacing a stone is only allowed when more stones are surrounding the captured stone from your color than there are my color. So if you have a stone where your stones are surrounding it more than my stones, then I am able to capture it.
I love it when they wait till 8 at night.
What?
So I love it when my neighbors wait until 8 at night to do construction. Which isn't technically legal.
Board's about to fill up.
Shoo-wee, sure is, boy.
tied. Well, it's probably an uneven turn, so one of us might be one ahead at the end. There could be a capture. Boom, boom, boom. So there's no capture here, then it would be a tie. Or at least for the number of 17 to 17. Oh, yeah. It says we must. So the game ends when we both pass. So it says you must pass for me.
Oh, okay. I was wondering what was going to happen. What?
Okay.
How the fuck do I have 23 points?
Nice. All right.
maybe it's the total number at the end that you end up with plus the number of captures.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. Score a point for each stone played while ignoring paired groups of equal size. If your largest group is smaller, augment your score by the difference between your largest group and the largest group of every tied opponent.
Can you read that one more time?
Yeah. While ignoring paired groups of equal size, if your largest group is smaller, augment your score by the difference between your largest group and the largest group of every tied opponent.
So I won.
Yeah. You had a smaller group because I was going for the larger group too.
Yeah.
Cool. Windflowers. Yeah, I definitely do this one again. Would recommend. Goodbye.